Hello guys, NautoAis here, and this is the third and final part for the Kazuya presentation of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So in this one, I'm going to be talking about the future of this game. Is it going to be done? Will Nintendo stop support here? So I might do a follow-up in the long run to see what happened once the final character finally comes out. So first of all, I'm going to give the gist of what happening and what I'm talking about this particular topic. So during the Kazuya presentation, Sakurai also said that there's one more character left and it'll be a while also. So mind you, it's gonna be a while, and a lot of people I can agree with. Maximilian Dude said, I watched his reaction, it's probably gonna be the Game Awards because you're gonna notice from Pyra, Mithra to Kazuya, it was actually locked from March to June. I mean, it's not really shocking because from Min Min, which is June, to Steve to October, granted one because of retrofitting the stages, but yeah, and also lately we've been listening to the news. Apparently in Asia territory, the COVID is sort of a challenging situation for them to a point that, yeah, they have to work at home. He even said it that finishing the season pass volume 2, they are been working at home, and especially in Japan, it's not something they do, it's something kind of hard. So you kind of reason why there's a lot of problems, a lot of hinders, such as one, if you notice, all the presentations for volume pass number 2, Sakurai is only subbing. He even said it himself that unfortunately the person who in charge of the dub said they don't have the time, they don't have the research to do it, because at the same time, especially in 2020, not a lot of people from Nintendo of America were working on the facility, they were working at home. Again, I mean, not right now, it's 2021, but that's a different story there. So that's why there's no dub. It is unfortunate, but pandemic's gonna screw everything there. So with that said, the future of Smash Bros. Ultimate. So like I said, Sakurai said, yeah, this is gonna be the last one. So for me personally, should he do a Fighter Pass number 3? And the answer is no, and hear me out why. Here's the tricky thing. If Sakurai is gonna do it, then no. I don't want him to do it anymore, because in his column, time and time again, he's been saying there was even time that he's even considering retiring for doing, video game design, because he's been doing too much of this. I mean, his entire life, I mean, I hate to say it, he's been doing Smash Bros. And that's it. I mean, he doesn't regret it, because again, he has a lot of respect for Iwata, the backstory for Diamond White, they're saving Smash Bros. For the Switch. One of Iwata's final requests was, can you have a Smash Bros. Game for the Switch? Sure. And the solution he did was, it was a brand new port, because it was based on the Wii U architect and improve it on the Switch. You know the story there, the end. So anyway, yeah, so if it's gonna be about Sakurai gonna do Fighter Pass 3, then no. He needs to retire, he needs to relax, he needs to take a vacation. So I don't want him to do anything about it. So because like I said, for me, yeah, I saw Fighter Pass number 2, I love the characters, they're cool. Hey, Steve is cool. I am having fun with Min Min, Sephiroth, the badass swordsman. Yeah, Pyra and Mithra, Sensor clothing, but it is what it is. Kazuya, I mean, they're not my typical favorite, but they're fun to play. And like I said, Sakurai already said time and time again, and I'm gonna explain this a bit later in this video, that every time they do the DLC or they plan a Fighter Pass, the character's already been done. It's already been chosen even before, because that's how you get the character. It's not like, oh, let's pick this character now and let's develop it. I mean, if you kind of think something like that, then just look at Street Fighter V Season 5. Look what happened. Gist of it is, they were already supposed to move to Street Fighter 6, and that was the rumor in the league. Ono trying to do something different with 6, came out bad, and Ono left. He got demoted, he got the Windows hit, and they need to rework Street Fighter 6 to the point that well, they needed to create another season for Street Fighter V. And when they announced that, oh, we got season 5, they barely started doing it. That's what it is. So that's the reason why you have to plan ahead. And guess what? Resident Evil Village, they just announced they barely starting doing the DLC. I guess they weren't even considering it in the beginning, but they said, we'll just do it. And they barely started. So that means it won't even be out until 2022, which I think that was the same goes with Resident Evil 7. Or maybe I was thinking about Joe Baker. Whatever. So that's the bottom line about it. So, like I said, if Sakurai is going to do it, then no. I don't want him to do it. I want him to rest. I want him to stop doing Smash Brother. If he wants to do a video game, I want him to do something different. Not Smash Brother, because it's kind of really sad that that's all he's doing. Smash Brother here, Smash Brother there. If it's someone else, then I'm cool with it. The only problem is who's going to take over, who's going to pass on the mantle from Sakurai to someone. That's going to be tricky. So, yeah, because again, sometimes somebody who took over, it could be good, it could be bad. Soul Calibur, if you notice, the original creators, the original team left, new team, some of the games were good, some are bad. I mean, you decide, same goes with Resident Evil. There have been multiple directors, team for the Resident Evil, and sometimes the games are not good, sometimes they are good. So, I mean, it depends on who runs it. So you gotta choose that right person. Again, and also who's gonna develop the Fighter Pass if they're gonna do the third one. If it's not, say, like I said, if it's not Project Sora, and please, I hope to the good book that it's not gonna be Sakurai. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, but the guy needs rest. The guy works with an VIV in his arm. Who the hell does that? Only a workaholic. So anyway, like I said, could Capcom take over? If Nintendo asked them, possibly. Maybe Superbot Entertainment. Okay, no, maybe not them. Yeah, low blow. Apologies. Maybe Namco Bandai can still be the developer behind it. Maybe the producer for Soul Calibur 6 can take over. I'm just saying. Or maybe somebody from Nintendo themselves also. Just saying there. So either way, but yeah, I have a feeling that this is it. They're done. Like, they're done with this game. Yeah, I mean, even so, there's a lot of content, a lot of characters. There are always going to be something that's disappointing, such as Waluigi. Yes, there's no Waluigi, no Pokemon Float. They got rid of the trophies, some of the other modes, fighting Polygon, Wireframe, Metal Alloy, But it is what it is. I mean, he did put a lot. Again, maybe in the long run, they'll probably go back to this game and make an expansion called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Expansion, or version 2, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 2, a sequel, direct sequel to the first one. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, but it is what it is. I think they're going to be closing down. They're done with this. So, yeah. So, with that said, also, the final character. Alright, so who will be? The key thing here, in my opinion, it has to end it with a big bang, because they didn't end with a big bang with the first volume Fighter Pass, because, oh my god, Violet, I mean, yeah, it is a surprise, because it's another anime Fire Emblem Swordsman, and I know Sakurai already said, and I did give my thoughts in multiple videos, that it wasn't his choice. He told them that he wanted someone from Fire Emblem Three Houses to be in the game. And like I said, there was even a rumor that they wanted from the base roster, but Sakurai said, well, I need more time. So it became a DLC, and a lot of people said, shit. So that's really it. So again, like I said, the DLC for the final one, gotta be a wow factor. And on Twitter, I put some stupid one. I mean, it's a joke, so I mean, relax. I put certain characters, such as I said, Pepsi Man, maybe Konami Man, maybe Johnny Turbo, maybe Sega Shiro, because the deal is they're going to be representing a company rather than a game. So like with Pepsi Man, Well, I don't know, Pepsi Man, Pepsi Man. You know, your soda guy, but probably not Pepsi Man. No chance in heck. I mean, heck, the US version of Fighting Viper, they got rid of him, so. License issue. Johnny Turbo, yeah, so another, to some extent, I guess, Konami representative, because Hudson Soft. For people who don't know who Johnny Turbo is, first he's in Crystal Crisis. Yes, it's also in the Switch collection retro game Johnny Turbo's Arcade, but he's sort of the American IP mascot for the TurboGrafx. Yeah, so it's an American IP, so that's why. Sega Shiro is the son of Segata Sanshiro. If you know who Segata Sanshiro is the mascot for the Sega Saturn. So, but if you put that guy, then you have another karate man because he's a judo champion. Supposedly that's what it is. His son, in the other hand, is supposed to be a Sega nerd. So again, just throwing it out there. Or Konami Man. That's a better Konami representative. Konami Man, and maybe this character has the power of the Konami games. I'm even trying to think about a Capcom character that has the power of Capcom, or Square Enix, or SNK. I'm just throwing it out there, but again, like I said, I don't know. Captain N, probably not, because it's a Western IP and that's a rarity in a Japanese game. But whoever it is, I'm gonna say one is to anyone, no hard feelings, don't be sad. You know, it is what it is. Whoever it is, it's gonna be a while. So I know a lot of rumor was crashed. Ryu Hayabusa still out there. And in the case with the me caution thing, well, you know, it is what it is. Deconfirm. I mean, that's what happened with Shantae and Dante. People are like upset. That means they're not gonna be a character, because that's always been sort of a rule. Super Smash Bros. In the Wii U 3 kind of did the same thing. That's, I mean, heck, one of the characters, Sakurai apparently said that he was considered Heihachi for Wii U 3DS, but then he said, well, I don't know how the mechanic works at the time, and so he ended up just being a Mii costume. So, again, deconfirmed, and it's still deconfirmed because you got Kazuya instead. So, again, whoever the last one is, I'm just going to say it's either yes or like, well, it is what it is. I mean, didn't really wow me, whatever, like Violet there. So before I close this, I want to emphasize the story about the list. So a lot of people keep hearing this. Some people sort of know. Matt can explain it. Heck, even Player Edison can explain it in his own perspective, the list. So this is what the gist of it, from what I understand, is that when they were planning to do the DLC character, Nintendo gave Sakurai, they call it the list. And what the list has is at least 100 titles, the name of the game. Some of them are like very specific, some of them are very vague. And the idea behind it is that Sakurai will pick for Fighter Pass number 1 and number 2. But what's happening also once in a while is that Nintendo will say, well, we want you to do this certain character, that certain character. Can you do it? Again, it depends on the character themselves. Sakurai kind of explain it a bit by bit, against a case-by-case basis. Like in the case with Joker, the reason Joker was chosen, he's been playing Persona, he was having fun, but the rumor was from the list was the name that was chosen was a Shin Megami Tensei series. So that's a keyword there. It's not Persona, it's Shin Megami Tensei series there. And he could have picked something from Shin Megami Tensei, because that's like a Nintendo thing, but no, he went one further and chose Persona, which is the PlayStation version of Shin Megami Tensei, and he chose Joker. And in the case with Hero, the rumor was Dragon Quest. That's it. There was a title that said Dragon Quest. Originally, he was just gonna pick Erdrick, and then later on, apparently Square Enix said, well, can we put in the Luminary instead, because we're trying to promote this game. So that's what happened. And then later on, the reason you have Solo and 8, they said, sure, fine, that's, you know, as long as you promote the Luminary, we're cool about that. Banjo, technically, everybody kept harping about it. So, yeah, like Phil Spencer said, yeah, no problem with it. So, again, Banjo there. In the case with Terry was the talks that people said, again, I could be wrong about here. And I may be making from my butt, but this is what I read in the internet, you know, the internet. If it was from the list, it said King of Fighters. That's a rumor. It was either King Fighters or Fatal Fury, but I think it was to some extent it was the King of Fighter. And the list is that you can put a character in Smash Brother from a King of Fighter series, but of course that's kind of vague. You got Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury team. So, and that was actually a Sakurai pick because he was a very fan of SNK. So, with Joker, he's having fun with Persona from Shin Megami Tensei. Luminary, he wanted to put in Erdrick, but then Square Enix said, well, can you do Luminary as the main character? There you go. Banjo, come out for Banjo, especially in the West. Terry, because Sakurai likes SNK. And the trick one here is Violet, because Nintendo wanted a Fire Emblem Three Houses character. There was a rumor that it was supposed to be the team captain, I forgot their name, the bow guy, the axe lady, and the spear guy. But instead, he said that's going to be too convoluted, so they just chose Violet. See, here's the key thing I'm just going to say. If it was one of the captains from the houses, say you play one of them or you do like a tag team like Pokemon Trainer, then maybe it'll be a different story, but he just said, Violet, because people recognize Violet. So again, blame Nintendo of Japan for forcing Sakurai to put in a Fire Emblem Three Houses character. So it would come with Fighter Pass number 2. Nintendo wanted an ARMS character, not Min Min, an ARMS character. And the easiest way to do it was to ask the producer. The producer said, well, I want Min Min DS. So people complain, oh, how come it's not, what's her name? Twintel, because POC. I'm like, politics. I'm sorry, just I try to avoid that. So in the case with Minecraft Steve, apparently there's been a deal since like before even Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. Like, there've been talk with Mojang and Microsoft said that it would be interesting to put in Minecraft Steve. There you go. He managed to do it. Miracle. And in the case with Sephiroth, he likes Final Fantasy VII, so I'm assuming he was a Final Fantasy character. But of course, he kind of follow up through with Cloud because he did the same thing also with Wii U 3DS. Gist of it is, he asked the fans, Japanese fan unfortunately, it wasn't a worldwide poll, who do you want to be in Smash for Final Fantasy character? They said Cloud, and it was actually hard because there was even a rumor that they prefer a Nintendo Final Fantasy character like the Warrior of Light, Terra, Cecil, you know, something that came from the Super Nintendo or Nintendo Famicom. You get what I meant. So that was the reason why it was Cloud. And then they did a follow-up. They got Sephiroth, and again, Square Enix. You know, they're trying to be like, okay, we're cool, but we're not cool. You know, Square Enix or something big. And then when it comes to P-Ride Mithra, he said it himself, Nintendo wanted something from Xenoblade Chronicles. Could have been somebody new, like from the first game, but he said, you know what, we need something new for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, P-Ride Mithra. So, again, he said, don't blame me, blame Nintendo of Japan. And of course, Kazuya, because who developed the game is Namco Bandai. Some of the team were from the Tales series, some of them were from Harada's Tekken division. So I think to some extent, showing appreciation, they put in a Tekken character in, so why not Heihachi? Well, once it's already in PlayStation, also Battle Royale, I don't know if that makes something. But of course, at the time, according to Sakurai, he really couldn't understand Tekken until later on. And of course, Kazuya is like the main character. Just saying that. Yeah, so that's sort of like the backstory from what I understand, and I heard in the internet about why XYZ those characters are in. So like I said, if the character's not into the game for the final Fighter Pass DLC, don't be disappointed, don't be sending hate, threatening someone, because they did that with Violet. Just say, you know, it is what it is, move on. There's a lot of characters there. Me costume, to some extent I know it's not the same. And maybe Nintendo will do a Fighter Pass Volume 3, but it will be just a different people. It probably won't be Sakurai because he's probably frustrated and he's done. He's tired. Even so, he enjoys doing this thing, but you can tell the guy's like, I want to do something different. And they're probably gonna put this in the back burner until the pandemic is done. Because if you notice what Sakurai kind of talked about it during the Kazuya presentation is that working at home is not easy for them, and you can see that. So there you go, my thoughts. The future, should they do it? Unless it's someone else. If it's Sakurai, then no. And like for me, whoever the last character is, no hard feelings. It's just gonna be, it is what it is, and just enjoy the game to what it is. I mean, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to say there, just saying. So with that, I'll see you guys later.